Have you ever heard of the largest predator to ever walk, or better yet, swim on this planet? No, it's not the Tyrannosaurus rex. It's a creature so massive, so unique, that it challenged everything we thought we knew about dinosaurs. I'm talking about the Spinosaurus, a true prehistoric monster that didn't just dominate the land. It ruled the rivers too. But hold on, because this isn't just any story. It's a tale packed with mysteries. Fossils lost forever, adaptations that seemed impossible, and a triumphant return to the big screens of Hollywood. And now, new discoveries are continuing to rewrite what we know about this giant. So, if you think you know prehistory, think again. Let's dive deep into the story of the Spinosaurus, the dinosaur that broke all the rules. Are you ready or not? Picture the Sahara as we know it today, a vast desert, an inhospitable and endless stretch of sand. But around 100 million years ago, this dry and barren landscape was entirely different. During the Cretaceous period, what is now known as Morocco was actually a tropical paradise filled with flowing rivers, deep lakes, and dense forests. Hard to believe, right? In this lost world ruled a colossal predator, a dinosaur that defied every expectation and broke all the rules we thought we knew about prehistoric reptiles. The Spinosaurus aegyptiacus. The story of this giant began to take shape in 1912, when German paleontologist Ernst Stromer led expeditions to North Africa. His team hauled tools and equipment across the scorching dunes of the Sahara in search of hidden clues from the past buried beneath the sand. It was during this relentless quest that Stromer uncovered the first fossils of Spinosaurus in the Kem beds of Morocco. These fragments, consisting of bones and teeth, seemed to belong to something never seen before. A dinosaur with features that baffled even the most experienced scientists. The Spinosaurus's habitat was fascinating. It lived in an ecosystem resembling a prehistoric version of the Florida Everglades, but on a much grander scale. Rivers wound through dense forests where massive creatures like ancient crocodiles and enormous fish shared the space with other dinosaurs. The Kem beds were a true melting pot of biodiversity, and the Spinosaurus was at the very top of this food chain. But what made the Spinosaurus such a unique predator? First, no one knew for sure. The fossils Stromer found were incomplete but suggested something extraordinary. There was a long dorsal spine and robust bones that indicated a gigantic creature unlike any other known dinosaur. This mystery was just the beginning of the scientific journey to unravel the secrets of the Spinosaurus. Unfortunately, the fate of the original fossils was as tragic as the extinction of many dinosaurs. During World War II in 1944, the Spinosaurus fossils housed in a museum in Munich, Germany, were destroyed in a bombing raid. This loss was a devastating blow to paleontology, shrouding the Spinosaurus in mystery for decades, something we will delve deeper into later. However, the deserts of Morocco did not give up their secrets so easily. In recent years, paleontologists have returned to the region to uncover new fossils, revealing a more complete picture of this extraordinary dinosaur. The sands of the Sahara, which once hid the Spinosaurus, now tell its story. Let's dive deeper into the tale of one of the largest predators to ever walk or swim on Earth. As new discoveries emerged from the sands of the Sahara, an astonishing truth began to take shape. The Spinosaurus wasn't just an impressive predator. It was a giant that surpassed even the largest known land-based carnivores. Imagine a dinosaur so massive and muscular that it made the fearsome Tyrannosaurus rex look almost small in comparison. With an incredible length of 15 meters, roughly the size of an entire school bus, and an estimated weight of 6 to 8 tons, the Spinosaurus quickly earned the title of the largest carnivorous dinosaur ever discovered. But its size wasn't just a genetic fluke. It was a design perfected for dominance. Its body structure suggested a highly adapted predator, sleek yet immensely powerful, capable of ambushing prey both in water and on land. Now picture this colossal creature slowly making its way along the banks of a prehistoric river, its massive claws leaving deep impressions in the mud as it hunted for food. The Spinosaurus was a hunting machine, the alpha predator in an ecosystem filled with dangerous rivals and enormous prey. Yet its size wasn't just intimidating, it was a critical tool for survival. Its skull, measuring about 1.75 meters in length, was a spectacle on its own. Think of a modern crocodile, but with a longer, narrower snout and sharp, spike-like teeth. Unlike the serrated teeth of the Tyrannosaurus rex, the Spinosaurus's teeth were conical, perfectly designed to grip slippery prey like fish. Every aspect of its anatomy seemed to scream, "I'm a specialized predator." Additionally, its colossal weight made it an overwhelming presence. Imagine the rivers and swamps of North Africa 100 million years ago. In an environment dominated by massive fish, primitive crocodiles, and other carnivorous dinosaurs, the Spinosaurus reigned as a hybrid monster, perfectly adapted to hunt in two worlds, water and land. For decades, this creature has puzzled scientists and fueled heated debates. How did it move? How did it live? And most importantly, how could such a massive predator survive in environments where food, though abundant, was often difficult to catch? These mysteries have made the Spinosaurus almost mythical, a creature that defied the traditional rules of carnivorous dinosaurs. Over time, new excavations have brought more fragments of its story to light, each piece revealing more about its biology and behavior. But to truly understand what made the Spinosaurus such a unique predator, we need to focus on one of its most distinctive features, the mysterious sail on its back. Before we dive deeper into the striking characteristic of this giant, make sure you're subscribed to our channel so you don't miss any content about dinosaurs and the prehistoric world. Let's keep going. Among all its characteristics, the most peculiar was the massive sail on its back. Formed by bony spines that could reach nearly 2 meters in height, this structure stood out as a true enigma. Unlike any other known dinosaur, the sail seemed to be a unique signature of this prehistoric giant. But what did it mean? Scientists have debated the purpose of this sail for years. One theory suggests it acted as a thermal regulator. During the scorching heat of the Cretaceous period, the sail might have helped the Spinosaurus dissipate heat, while in cooler conditions, it could have absorbed sunlight to stabilize its body temperature in varying climates. Another intriguing hypothesis is that the sail served as a visual structure to attract mates during the breeding season. The idea is that a Spinosaurus with a larger, more vibrant sail would have a better chance of impressing potential partners, much like the displays of modern-day peacocks or birds. This would suggest the sail was not just functional but also a key element in competition and survival. On the other hand, some scientists believe the sail had a more practical and intimidating purpose. In an ecosystem filled with predators and competitors, the Spinosaurus might have used its imposing sail to appear even larger and more threatening. Imagine a 15-meter-long predator with a towering structure on its back, challenging any rival daring to come too close. While none of these hypotheses have been definitively proven, what is clear is that this feature was more than just decorative. The sail was an extension of its body that defined its silhouette and played a crucial role in its survival and interaction with the environment. However, the sail was not the only thing that set it apart. The Spinosaurus had other fascinating adaptations that placed it in a league of its own, its semi-aquatic lifestyle. The Spinosaurus stood out not only for its peculiar features, but also for challenging conventional ideas about how dinosaurs lived. For years, it was believed that all large carnivores of the Cretaceous period were predominantly land-dwelling, hunting and surviving solely on solid ground. But in 2014, a groundbreaking study revealed a new image of the Spinosaurus. It was the first semi-aquatic dinosaur ever identified, a hybrid species thriving in both water and on land. The key to this discovery lay in its fossils. Paleontologists found that the bones of the Spinosaurus were significantly denser than those of other carnivorous dinosaurs, like the Tyrannosaurus rex. This extra density helped it dive and stay submerged, much like modern crocodiles. Its hind limbs, for instance, had characteristics indicating they could perform paddle-like movements for swimming. Additionally, they were noticeably shorter than those of other large predatory dinosaurs, a detail that initially puzzled scientists until further analysis revealed that this reduced its efficiency as a terrestrial runner but enhanced its agility in water. The Spinosaurus's aquatic adaptations raised a fascinating question. Was it more efficient in water or on land? Many scientists believe it spent most of its life in rivers and lakes where it hunted, using land primarily as a place to rest or to move between different bodies of water. This made it an incredibly versatile predator, capable of exploiting ecological niches that other large carnivores could not. Despite being the largest semi-aquatic predator ever discovered, the Spinosaurus was equally formidable on land. Its sharp foreclaws were highly versatile tools, capable of grabbing smaller prey or even digging for food. Its intimidating presence, a 15-meter giant, likely deterred other predators, whether terrestrial or aquatic, from competing for resources. By seamlessly transitioning between entirely different ecosystems, it became a true master of two worlds, leveraging its adaptability to survive in a constantly changing environment. This revelation transformed paleontology irreversibly. For the first time, scientists found clear evidence that not all carnivorous dinosaurs followed the same rulebook for survival. The Spinosaurus, with its unique adaptations, was writing its own. The Spinosaurus's skull was an evolutionary masterpiece. Measuring approximately 1.75 meters in length, its elongated, narrow shape looked as if it had been crafted from a natural engineering manual, blending features of modern aquatic predators like crocodiles and alligators. Every detail played a crucial role in its survival. The Spinosaurus had a snout filled with highly sensitive nerve endings located near the tip of its skull. These sensory organs could detect vibrations in the water, allowing it to locate prey even in murky waters with limited visibility. This feature made it a relentless predator, capable of finding and capturing massive fish and other aquatic prey with remarkable precision. Its nostrils, positioned at the top of its skull, were another unique trait. They allowed the Spinosaurus to breathe while remaining partially submerged, much like a modern crocodile. This gave it a significant advantage during ambushes, enabling it to stay nearly invisible in the water, with only the tip of its snout exposed, patiently waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Another fascinating detail was the robustness of its skull. Despite being long and narrow, it was incredibly strong, capable of withstanding the forces exerted during a bite or while battling larger prey. This ensured that the Spinosaurus could not only capture fish but also handle other animals that might cross its path. Its skull was much more than a weapon. It was a multifunctional tool, perfectly adapted to detect, capture, and dominate prey in an aquatic environment. What makes this even more intriguing is how its features closely resemble those of crocodiles and other aquatic predators of today. This evolutionary convergence shows how nature can repeat solutions to similar challenges, even across millions of years. What about you? Do you think the Spinosaurus was better at hunting aquatic giants or intimidating its prey on land? Let us know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts about these incredible creatures and find out which dinosaur you'd like to see featured next on our channel. The Kem Beds region, where Spinosaurus fossils were discovered, was a vast delta filled with deep rivers, tranquil lakes, and dense forests. This lush environment supported one of the greatest biodiversities of the Cretaceous period, a true melting pot of prehistoric life. In a habitat teeming with giant fish, primitive crocodiles, and other ferocious predators, the Spinosaurus didn't just survive, it ruled. Its behavior and diet were deeply shaped by its surroundings, making it one of the most efficient hunters in prehistory. The Spinosaurus shared its ecosystem with equally fascinating predators, such as the Sarcosuchus, a giant crocodile that could grow to an astonishing 12 meters in length. In these rivers, competition for food was fierce, but the Spinosaurus stood out thanks to its specialization, capturing massive aquatic prey like the Onchopristis, a prehistoric sawfish that could reach up to 8 meters, and the Mawsonia, an enormous bony fish. With every bite, the Spinosaurus demonstrated how perfectly it was adapted to take down such formidable prey. Paleontologists believe it hunted similarly to modern crocodiles and herons. In shallow waters, it could stay partially submerged, using its powerful tail to silently propel itself toward its prey. Its elevated nostrils allowed it to remain in ambush position, while its eyes, located near the top of its skull, provided sharp vision even when lying in wait in the water. The Spinosaurus was a master of using its environment to camouflage and ambush its prey. Instead of a frantic chase, it preferred quick, decisive attacks, relying on the element of surprise to secure its meal. This ability to hunt both in water and on land gave it a unique position in its ecosystem. Although fish made up the majority of its diet, the Spinosaurus wasn't strictly limited to aquatic prey. Fossil evidence suggests it could also attack small dinosaurs or terrestrial animals that ventured too close to the edges of rivers and lakes. Nearby, herbivorous creatures like the Rebicosaurus roamed in search of vegetation, while smaller dinosaurs like the Deltadromeus avoided confrontations with the giants around them. With its colossal strength, the Spinosaurus had enough power to subdue a wide variety of prey, especially those that made the mistake of entering its domain. Its ability to thrive in both aquatic and terrestrial environments gave it an unmatched advantage, allowing it to flourish where other predators could not. Its adaptability and massive size made it the undisputed king of the rivers, an unstoppable force that shaped the balance of life around it. Every aspect of its anatomy reflected this dominance. But as impressive as its life was, the story of the Spinosaurus faced another kind of battle, the challenge of being understood by modern science. When its first fossils were discovered in 1912, a window of possibilities opened, but the circumstances of the 20th century, marked by wars and destruction, almost closed that window forever. Let's now delve into what happened to these fossils during World War II. Discovering something so rare and extraordinary, capable of transforming everything we know about Earth's past, only to see it disappear forever, is an incalculable loss. That's exactly what happened to the original fossils of the Spinosaurus, and the story of their destruction is as dramatic as the life of this giant dinosaur itself. The first fossils of Spinosaurus, as mentioned earlier, were discovered by the German paleontologist Ernst Stromer in 1912 in the Sahara Desert. Among the relics were parts of the skull, vertebrae, and fragments of the sail, pieces that suggested an unparalleled predator. These fossils were taken to Germany and stored in a museum in Munich, where Stromer studied them in detail, revealing to the world the first glimpse of the Spinosaurus. But the fate of these fossils was sealed by forces beyond science. During World War II in 1944, the museum where they were housed became a target of bombing. In a single night, relics that had survived for more than 100 million years were destroyed in mere seconds. Stromer, who had already faced political resistance for his ideas during the Nazi regime, saw his most significant work vanish in the flames of war. The loss of these fossils set back our understanding of the Spinosaurus by decades. For a long time, paleontologists had to rely solely on Stromer's detailed notes and illustrations created from the original fragments. This scientific void turned the Spinosaurus into a figure shrouded in mystery, fueling both popular imagination and heated debates among experts. The story of these fossils' destruction is as unbelievable as the life of the Spinosaurus itself. If you think stories like this need to be told, give this video a like. It really helps us keep creating content like this. Fortunately, the sands of the Sahara still held more of these secrets. Decades after the tragedy, new expeditions to the Kem Beds region began unearthing additional Spinosaurus fossils, allowing scientists to reconstruct, piece by piece, the story of this incredible giant. Despite the tragedy surrounding the loss of its original fossils, the Spinosaurus found a new stage for its grandeur. It left the realm of science to become a cultural icon, making its mark on the big screen. Entering pop culture in epic fashion, it was introduced as the main antagonist in the film Jurassic Park 3. For many, this was their first encounter with the rival of the famous Tyrannosaurus Rex. However, the version of Spinosaurus depicted in the film sparked as much controversy as it did entertainment. In the movie, the Spinosaurus is portrayed as a brutal and agile predator, capable of defeating the T-Rex in a head-to-head battle, a depiction that still fuels heated debates among fans and experts alike. Yet, the cinematic representation took many creative liberties. For instance, the film shows the Spinosaurus as an extremely aggressive and exclusively land-based dinosaur, which contradicts more recent scientific discoveries emphasizing its semi-aquatic lifestyle and adaptations for hunting in water. Despite the inconsistencies, the cultural impact was undeniable. The Spinosaurus quickly became recognizable and achieved iconic status, sparking the curiosity of millions of people eager to learn more about it. Many viewers, after seeing the film, questioned whether the Spinosaurus was truly capable of defeating the T-Rex, or whether its dorsal sail served any practical purpose. For science, the impact was a bit more complicated. While the film popularized the Spinosaurus, it also perpetuated misconceptions about its appearance and behavior. For example, in the early 2000s, the dinosaur was still depicted with strong hind legs similar to those of the T-Rex, a portrayal that was later corrected by more detailed studies. This disconnect between Hollywood and paleontology created a challenge: how to balance entertainment with scientific accuracy. And if you want to learn more about the history and fascinating facts of the T-Rex, I'll be linking a video we recently made on the channel at the end of this one. Make sure to check it out afterward. Even so, Jurassic Park 3 played a pivotal role in bringing the Spinosaurus back into the public spotlight. Before the film, it was known mainly to paleontologists and dinosaur enthusiasts. After its appearance, it became a central figure in discussions about the prehistoric world and a constant source of fascination for generations of fans. In the end, the Spinosaurus on screen may not be the most accurate representation of the real dinosaur, but it serves as a reminder of how the blending of science and culture can keep the mysteries of the past alive. The Spinosaurus is much more than just an extraordinary dinosaur. It represents a milestone in paleontology, challenging established concepts and revealing how much we still don't know about Earth's past. From its initial discovery, through the tragedy of the fossil destruction, to its cultural resurgence, the Spinosaurus has proven to be a figure of both fascination and mystery. Even after decades of study and technological advances, many questions remain unanswered. What was the exact purpose of its sail? Was it used for communication, temperature regulation, or perhaps something we haven't even imagined yet? How did it interact with other dinosaurs and creatures in its ecosystem? And could there still be undiscovered fossils waiting to complete the puzzle of its existence? Today, with modern tools like 3D scans, biomechanical simulations, and new expeditions to the Sahara, we're closer than ever to uncovering the truth about the Spinosaurus. Each new discovery brings us one step closer to understanding not just the life of this creature, but also the incredibly complex environment in which it thrived. Perhaps the greatest legacy of the Spinosaurus is its ability to capture our imagination. It reminds us that, despite all we know, the prehistoric world still holds profound secrets. And as long as these mysteries persist, the Spinosaurus will remain a central figure, inspiring and fascinating people around the globe. In the end, the Spinosaurus is not just a creature of the past. It's a bridge to the future of science, a powerful reminder that the mysteries of Earth are always waiting to be uncovered. Before we wrap up, remember this: the Spinosaurus is proof that the past still holds countless secrets, and together we can explore them all. If you enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel to stay updated with our content, and of course, share in the comments what intrigued you most about this unique dinosaur. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on our next adventure.